Science Olympiad Class 7. Weather, winds, storms and cyclones.
Atmosphere. Introduction. The Earth has three parts: land, water and air. The Earth is surrounded by a layer of air called atmosphere. The atmosphere is made up of oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, rare gases like dust and water. The atmosphere provides oxygen, which is essential for life. The atmosphere protects us from harmful effects of ultraviolet radiation. Composition of air. The atmosphere is divided into 5 layers as shown. As we pass through the layers from the outer space to the Earth's surface, the composition of gases change. The Earth's surface is made up of approximately 78% of nitrogen, 20% of oxygen, 1% of noble gases and carbon dioxide. Water vapor and pollutants constitute remaining 1%. The composition of gases is shown in the figure. Air as a mixture. A mixture is made up of 2 or 3 constituents. The composition of mixture is not constant and it varies from place to place. In a mixture, the properties of constituents are retained, so also in air. If the constituents are mixed, no energy change or chemical change takes place. The constituents of air and their percentage are shown in the figure. Air pollution. Pollution means making dirty with harmful or poisonous substance. Air is polluted by carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, smoke, dust, soot, etc. Effects of air pollutants. The minute solid particles suspended in the air in the form of smoke or dust are called suspended particulate matter, SPM. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, suspended particulate matter or SPM is the most dangerous for public health. It is estimated that about 450,000 deaths take place in the world due to SPM-related pollution problem. About 20% these deaths are heart-related and 28% are lung-related. The smaller particles in SPM are more harmful as they go deep into the lungs and stay embedded there for a long time. Air pollution causes headaches and dizziness, irritates eye, damages to lungs, damage the plants also. Nuclear pollutants cause cancer. Acid rain. The smoke and fumes from burning fossil fuels like coal rise up into the atmosphere, and oxides of certain elements present in the smoke combine with the moisture in the air to form acid rain. Sulfur dioxide and oxides of nitrogen are the main chemicals that create acid rain. These gases are released from power plants and other sources, and the winds blow them far from their source. If the acid chemicals in the air are blown into areas where the weather is wet, the chemicals combine with water to form mild acids. These acids can fall back to earth as rain, snow, fog or mist. In areas where the weather is dry, the acid chemicals may become incorporated into dust or smoke. Sunlight increases the rate of most of these reactions. Acid rain can damage the environment, human health and property. Inert gases. The inert gases are unreactive gases. They are present to an extent of about 1% in the air atmosphere. Some of them are helium, He, neon, Ne, argon, Ar, krypton, Kr, and xenon, Xe. Helium, He, is used in meteorological balloons. It is also used by sea divers. It's used in advertising displays. Neon, Ne, is also used in light for advertising displays. Argon, Ar, is also used in light bulbs. Krypton, Kr, it is used in lighthouse and airport landing lights. Xenon, Xe, it is used in photographer's flash gun. Discovery of hydrogen. Hydrogen is the lightest known element in the universe and is the most abundant of the chemical elements, constituting roughly 75% of the universe's elemental mass. Hydrogen was discovered in the year 1776 by Henry Cavendish. A. L. Lavoisier was the scientist to name it as hydrogen, meaning water producer. Oxygen and oxide. All living organisms on the earth require oxygen and its compounds for various life activities. We cannot exist on this earth without oxygen. Living things need oxygen to respire and exist. All the fuels burned in houses, factories, automobiles and other places consume oxygen. Scheele and Joseph Priestley discovered oxygen independently. Lavoisier coined the name oxygen for the gas discovered by Scheele and Joseph Priestley. Occurrence of oxygen. About half of the mass of the Earth's crust is made up of oxygen in the form of silicates. The atmosphere contains 23% by mass of oxygen, 21% by volume. Around 89% of the mass of the oceans of the world is oxygen. Oxygen is a constituent of water, rocks, minerals, vegetable matter, sand, etc. Air rises for three main reasons. Sunshine. Heat from the sun or warm ground warms the air and makes it lighter. It therefore rises into the sky. The terrain. Air may rise as it is forced upwards due to changes in the terrain, that is, the landscape. This often occurs when wind blows air either over mountains or over cliffs onto land from the sea. A front. Air can also rise at a weather front. At cold fronts, cold air is pushed under warm air, forcing it upward, and at a warm front, warm moist air is forced up and over the cold air. Formation of clouds. Clouds are formed when air containing water vapor is cooled below a critical temperature called the dew point, and the resulting moisture condenses into droplets on microscopic dust particles, condensation nuclei, in the atmosphere. The air is normally cooled by expansion during its upward movement. Upward flow of air in the atmosphere may be caused by convection resulting from intense solar heating of the ground, by a cold wedge of air, cold front, near the ground causing a mass of warm air to be forced aloft, or by a mountain range at an angle to the wind. Clouds are occasionally produced by a reduction of pressure aloft or by the mixing of warmer and cooler air currents. Formation of rain. Warm air turns the water from rivers, lakes, and oceans into water vapor that rises into the air. The water vapor forms clouds, which contains small drops of water or ice crystals, depending on how high the cloud is and how cold it is. As clouds rise higher and higher, the air gets colder and colder. When the water vapor in the cloud becomes too heavy, it falls back to the ground as rain or snow. When a cloud grows, water vapor in the air gradually condenses to form lots of more tiny droplets. When a cloud shrinks, many droplets are completely evaporating to become invisible water vapor. For rain to happen, the weather condition inside the clouds and surrounding them has to cause the droplets to grow. Some droplets will grow by colliding and combining with each other. Some droplets will grow by acquiring more and more water vapor from the air. Some will do both. Most of the droplets in the clouds grow at the same time. The droplets do not all grow at the same rate either. Some grow faster than others. As soon as they get big enough, they start to fall out of the cloud. Eventually, however, they get too big to stay up in the air, so they fall all the way to the ground.